for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the counter, this is Hubbard.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Newton to throw. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and 5. Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get... the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake... is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an blitz coming, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's brought down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the screen pass. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Mixon trying to punch it in.
You got to love it, baby.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On second and very short, Newton. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 5 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, Newton. This is screen to Abdullah. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Newton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Gun. 20.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Here we go on fourth. Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They fake the give. Newton. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Mixon with a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this one's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And Marshall's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Newton. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up